All right. So welcome back, everybody. This is the DOCC number 15. So more than 2 weeks now of doing the DOCC, and it was another event-filled day today, and I can promise you this: probably a lot more lows today than highs, but you got to find like the smallest things to hold on to and keep trying and keep doing. And so today was Go Live Friday for me. I actually looked at it, my Ichi and Go the Strawberry Brothers channel. I've gone live now 5 days in a row, and I'm having a lot of the difficulty with like trusting YouTube to upload the content, and I'm sure that'll come with more repetition of going live. And you'll also notice tonight that I didn't go live for this channel, just because I find I'm more comfortable just talking, especially as this is a new channel and you're just finding me like a lot of other people would be just finding me. So what I do every night is, after I'm done doing all my content for 2 channels, I come here to talk to you guys about everything I learned and everything I still need to learn. And I call it the Diary of a Content Creator. So thank you for joining me. And this is where I really get down to the real nitty gritty and kind of let the emotions lie. And maybe you're out there too and you're going through some of the same things I am. This video in particular is probably going live after Christmas, but you can, if you're watching it now, you found it in the playlist, so thank you for that. Go through and watch everything, and you'll be all caught up with me on what I'm learning every day as I go. And it seems like the risk of trying to do this every day is getting more and more real. So my other channel, the Bagel Cinematic Beats channel, I just checked out the analytics, and I checked on a different button that actually showed me the graph of the number of subscribers a day, and it's actually steadily getting 100 subscribers a day. And I don't I don't know what to say, that it's still not high viewership hours, so I'm still torn. So I also went live on that channel. So I went live with my cats, and it's pretty sure, if the screen is accurate, the double zeros. Nobody's watching, nobody's in the chat, nobody. Yet I go on. It's actually, I'm enjoying the time with my cats outside, and I might as well document it. Funny thing is, and this is actually the one very small thing that kind of made me go, huh, okay, you just never know anymore. And sometimes, like, I'm new to kind of going live, and the live feature, apparently you can do a highlight or something, and I might have pushed the highlight button, and then yesterday I'm looking at my channel content and I see this highlights there, and I'm like, why is this there? I didn't thumbnail it or anything. It was just like sitting there exposed, and it was listed private or unlisted. I'm like, what is this? And I might have created it without even knowing it. So I decorated it. I gave it its thumbnail and a description. And that channel, I've been kind of, I won't say lagging in content, but I haven't been doing everything I had been doing a few weeks ago, because my other channels got a lot of subscribers from out of nowhere, and I'm trying to figure out how to get more subscribers and keep the subscribers that I might have, keep them content and happy and wanting to tell a friend even. So that channel's at 2,400 subscribers, and last weekend I think was when I broke the 1,000 subscribers. But my cat channel is 100% organic, not a dollar spent on advertising. And here's my point about that little video, the little short. So it took 20 seconds or something, and it's my cats kind of playing with each other, and I just looked at that channel, which generally doesn't do very good over the weekend. So I kind of learning the pattern of this, focus on my other channel more on the weekend. But I just happened to look in on that video and it had 600 views, and a lot of them were recently. So not even coinciding to the time that I posted it, which is my normal pattern, is I post something and it on that channel it'll get like 100 to 300 views, and then that'll be it. So that's kind of what I go experience with a lot on that channel. And this one, all of a sudden is starting, people are watching it. So weird. So that's my one tiny little highlight today. I guess the highlight is also going live on 2 channels on same day, but I think both channels were the 00 on both. You might have thought of that was 3 and 3, but no, it's the zeros. I'm looking at zeros, and you just never know. And then, but people can go back, and maybe the information isn't right coming from YouTube, because I've gone back and looked at videos and it said 169 views for live, and I felt like nobody was out there. I've also come back and after going live thinking nobody was watching, and then it said I got like 3 subscribers more. So I really don't know what is going on there. So I'm choosing to do the take a video of myself and then upload it to YouTube method. Don't hesitate to give a comment in the comments down below. I'm sure I would find them on this channel. I generally, it's my go-to channel for me, so I didn't want to leave anybody hanging. But the point being, when you're getting in the habit of getting a routine and treating it like it's a job and then a profession, and you start to get good at your editing, and every video you do, you want to make better and better and better, and that should be your philosophy. And then I feel like I'm doing that, and my videos are getting better and better and better, but it's not really changing the frequency of whether or not people view them. So I have to just understand, and I'm starting to understand, make every video with the intention of making a better video every time. And you never know when they're gonna find their viewership base. And I'm starting to realize if I make good content every time, it could be many days in the future that I actually gain anything, say monetarily, from that video. It could come long in the future. So understanding that, I'm trying to make longer form content, and possibly for me that sweet range might be 6 to 11 minutes or something like that, grouping a few different versions of a song together with different video. Or that's just kind of my capability right now. With the cat channel, I can go much longer content when I'm filming them live, but it's like I feel like I need to commit to that pattern every day. So every day at 4:30 or 5 in the afternoon, I've committed myself in the real realm of the world and time and scopes of reality that's like going to be my time for people to tune in for that channel. So another risk I'm taking, but I enjoy the time with my cats, so I'm willing to do it. And so it's a commitment to my cats, and it's a commitment to the people who might be finding that channel for that specific reason. And hopefully, if people start watching live content, that can help me get viewership hours. So this is the channel where we talk about that type of stuff, like how to get viewership hours, or what are you doing to get people to watch your channel? Do they click on your, is it a thumbnail issue? Is it a title? Do you need to work on your titles or your captions? Probably the title and the hook and all these things. Like I don't make a promise when you click on this. I can tell you internally I'm not feeling my best, hoping every time to improve and doing those live shows. And yesterday when I went live, I had in between 7 and 14 people on the screen saying, like, the screen was recognizing and I was seeing it, and I was seeing them come in and out of the live stream. But when you see people watching, it's almost like, oh, someone's watching and listening, and maybe I do have something to say, but then they come in and then they come out. Hey, I kind of maybe do the same. You don't know the reasons why, so don't think you know what's going on, or don't think your content is good or bad. I think just be in the habit and the discipline of doing that, and you just never know what's going to happen. And then, like I said, I think it was 2 days ago, a little clip. YouTube like sent it to me, and I like looking at my content list and everything. I like to make sure all the thumbnails are at least done a certain way so I can recognize that I've done the work on them. I don't like starting a new video until the last one is done, and then done all the layering of the work on the back end as well. It's just a habit I'm in. But sometimes for the interest of time, you can have something just upload and then you get back to it later. But I'm just worried I'm going to forget about it. So that's why I like to do one video from beginning to end. For example, this video, I will wait for it to upload, because this is how I can sleep better. I'll wait for it to upload and process, and even after it processes, and then I'll go and I'll do the subtitling and the captioning in different languages. You know, and of course the title, caption, description, like that's just regular. Oh, and the end screen, make sure you do that, and making sure the time on the end screen is proper, and doing cards. You're getting all these opportunities to advertise your channel. The world is your oyster. Pick as many languages as you want. Do the work, do the due diligence, and then don't be frustrated like me. When you do the due diligence, you do the work, you think you're making good content, and like in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, Friday night release, like it's gonna be boom, big hit, and finally gonna get that push of what viewership hours. I'm channeling people to one particular video that if they watch the whole video, it's like 15 minutes long. It's like my best effort to try to go for longer viewership hours, and you put out that video, you get your program at time perfect on a Friday, and then nobody's watching. And then you go live and nobody's watching. You know what? People have things to do, and it could be the content's no bueno. And I refuse to accept that, because I don't put bad things out that are bad. You guys here get to see the bloopers. You can go in and on my video selection and I'm going to start putting all the bloopers, the blooper reels. Not with me. I mean, I blooper all the time. I'm talking about the video generation bloopers, and sometimes it's blows you away with how a computer like might interpret your thoughts and how different they might be. What gets flagged. So some thoughts that don't even get printed because of one word, or hinting at one word, or how is it for you generating thumbnails and video generation. So I think it's worth it to post. And for this channel, again, it's not my strategy to post shorts. So I'm surefire long content, and you know, watch these diaries because I'm going to learn from them, because I say everything that comes to my mind on the day of doing stuff, and the ideas I had, and implementing and sacrificing my time and going for it every single day. And it's been like 18, 20-hour days. And only until the past like 3 or 4 days have I been getting like 7 hours of sleep. And I feel like I'm missing out on time that I could be doing stuff. I also feel like I know what I want to do strategy. I want to get compilations of all my shorts and just start putting them all together and putting them in long. And I even talked about it yesterday that eventually I want all the content that I've ever created to live on this particular site, Evan Linden Content Creator, because I figured, why not? I'm creating unique cat content, I think. Um, Different unique content for, like music to song and video, and my kind of my own style, and I'm creating different worlds. And I think that's worthy enough to share with you guys. But what really moves me is this diary of a content creator. One, it's my first diary in my life ever openly admitting what's going good, what's going bad. So actually talking with you is good because it helps me process. But the goal is monetization, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm not tech savvy whatsoever. I enjoyed working with my hands or doing things or cleaning things up, or was a stagehand for several years, poker dealer. I always wanted to make movies and stuff coming out of college, but here I am now, and just in the effort of trying to learn AI and kind of challenging myself to figure stuff out on my own, I ended up starting. Well, you'll laugh. I have 5 channels that I've started. 2 are still private because I haven't done the proper work necessary. My first 2 channels were so different niche that almost immediately I knew I needed to do 2 channels. So I just looked at the dates. Started the Bagel Cinematic Beats started October 21st or 2nd, and the Ichi and Go Strawberry Brother channel. It wasn't like I had posted stuff, just private video, like several years ago. So the channel existed to be a way to like document my cats growing up in a private way. You to be able to utilize YouTube to store private videos up in the cloud, so to speak. And then in October, deciding that I thought it might be cool if people saw how I could go on hikes with my cats without a leash. And that was the impetus for that channel. And I started creating like songs, and my cats seem to get a character of their own, and I think it's fun and cool, and it's totally organic. It's up to 230 subscribers, so we started at 0. And Bagel Cinematic Beats is up to 2,400 subscribers. But I am seeing that kind of like slow down, but I don't know if it was because it was Monday through Thursday or whatever the reasons might be. So I'm starting to have weeks, and then weeks are going to turn to months, and I'm still projecting and hoping to figure out faster how to get the viewership hours, because that channel literally could be one video away from me being able to get to monetization. One video that gets shared or people watch the whole 15 minutes or 20 minutes, because I have 2,400 subscribers. If any of those subscribers even watch some of the content, and I get new subscribers every day, like there's a real chance with that channel. And it's just, but every day on top of every day, I don't know how many more days I can sacrifice, and then that's what it will be, because I want to talk to you guys every day, and I want to work on that channel every day, and I want to work on my cat channel every day. That's maybe I'm overworking. Maybe I am over. We talked about Godzilla, and the algorithm is Godzilla. We want to be nice to Godzilla. Okay, we want it. So we want it to know that we're here to help Godzilla. So we provide content for Godzilla, and Godzilla, when Godzilla has time, Godzilla takes our content and shows it to different audiences. And so I guess what happens is Godzilla's pretty smart, but it takes time to find the right audience sometimes. But then when it does, and it could be a week, it could be 5 weeks. So the like the time frame that the algorithm is working is different than when we work as content creators. We post something and we want its success immediately, and I'm trying to get into that. I'm gonna call it like stage 2 for me, where I starting to understand not every video is a hit, even if you think they were. Uh, so for one of my channels, I kind of want to, the stuff I'm working on, I'm not putting one out just one a day. So I'm working on something right now that's going to take several days. So for the first time, I went into my library, so to speak, and that's what I'm learning is your library are your assets, really. And so when that channel had like 20 or 40 subscribers, that was like my favorite video, but I don't know how many of my new subscribers have ever seen it. So this is the first time I went in and I changed the title, and I redid the title caption and description, and I uploaded it on its own. So um, YouTube has to read it like a new video, and I actually have like some commitments tomorrow that are going to probably take like 4 or 5, 6 hours out away from my days where I've been working for both channels. So I tried to plan ahead. So I recycled. It's like my first rerun. Okay, so 6 weeks in, and I'm putting a rerun on Saturday night programming, but it's like an oldie but a goodie, and if you like it, then you might pique your curiosity for that channel. So um, that's where I am with that channel. And again, I went live on that channel, light show, and it's still a little smoky in here. Not smoke, fog, haze. I know there's a difference between haze and fog, so this is probably fog. Haze is more for your big concert type. They use haze. Uh, no lasers in here, but I do have LED lights, and as you can see, I got lights in the back. That's for you guys. That's kind of signal to me I'm on air. Uh, I really, like I said, I'd like to be going live, or more of a podcast situation. I'd like to have better equipment, but I can't get these ideas directly into a diary. I can't buy equipment yet. So maybe I'm still a dreamer, but this is like one of the first times, and I have to give YouTube credit. Just, it's like sparked a fire within me, and I've given myself goals, and you'd be amazed what you can accomplish when you give yourself goals rather than working for somebody else. So the frustration thing is, I'd like to see results faster. Sorry, these are things I should work on before I get on camera for the world to see, collar tucked in or not. So another week is kind of passing, although the Friday through Sunday, I feel like what a time to get work done. So my plan for this channel is I'm 100% diary. Here and there, you'll see outtakes and things like that. And then eventually, all my content should come up in compilation files. So if you ever did want to see like the progression of a content creator, then we'll be able to access that in one of the playlists on this channel, potentially, or even just quick access in the videos, or a playlist where you can see the progression of, say, my podcast or something like that. And that was another small highlight note, is I had like given up on my cat channel like during the nights, and but I have been consistently posting a podcast at night, but I just haven't been like OCD checking analytics like I do for the other channel in the nighttime. Especially because it only gains like a subscriber to a day right now. That's how it's moving. But when I went into that channel, there was action going on videos that I would normally expect nothing. So that was like a small little perk, little highlight for my Friday today. And then that actually gave me the courage and the power to talk with you guys. So, like I said, I bring the highs and the lows. So take the little wins. So the podcast I do, they takes me usually from beginning to end to make the whole video and do all the legwork in the back after the content is created. Usually about 90 minutes, I would say, for the podcast. So for it to organically start to generate some views, and I'll be on 300 views, and then that accidental clip from the live content is at 600 views, and I was looking at the analytics, and I watched it go from 605 to 607, and I'm expecting like 0 views. So these are the little moments, very small, that I need to savor and understand. A month ago, no views on Bagel Cinematic Beats was like standard. Well, actually 12 or 13 views. It was clear the algorithm was small sample size. My thumbnails probably weren't good. They're maybe just a little bit better. Sometimes you get good at a thumbnail and you don't know what you did good, and then you can't even replicate it or duplicate it or copy it or whatever the terms are. And that's another thing. I try not to copy, and then I'll spend a minute or two looking at other people's, just because I'm thumbing through something to watch. I can't watch my channels all the time. And then you see how other people do things and go, oh yeah, they're good. Right? They got all the hooks and the catches, and they hooked me in, and I'm watching. So I know these are things I need to work on, but I'm raw. I'm unfiltered. We're in this together. We're still fighting for our monetization. We haven't done it yet. I'm not speaking from I've done it yet. I'm speaking from I'm going to do it, and I'm doing it every day, and I'm hopefully setting the roots and a strong foundation with all this hard work. So then maybe the future me in a year or 2 years from now starts benefiting from these really intense days of fun being a content creator, but very challenging myself. And that's what I was talking about, is this challenge that YouTube has instilled within myself has made me more capable on the computer, learning AI skills that I didn't would have eluded me otherwise. Um, getting better at photography, albeit small. Um, Cleaning up my house a little bit, so you're not looking at like plugs and things, and you know, putting thought towards things that I wouldn't have put thought to, and that's filling a lot of time in my day. And then I'm trying to figure out how to make a balance of things now. So, how to balance making content because we enjoy it and we want to make content, and we never know when the next big video is going to come, and it could be yours. You could be next, and it can happen, and it can happen accidentally. I mean, I'm starting to think, what if that little cat clip, 20 seconds long, teaches me that my idea of a short being 3 minutes long is wrong? If you're going to do a short, keep it short. 20 seconds. People hit it, watch it, off, next. So that's the short economy right now. That's what a short is. Quick dopamine swiping. And it's not my internal heartbeat where I want to be, but those are our little advertisements to get people on our channel and hopefully lost in our channel somehow. So these are the things I want you to think about. It's 3 in the morning now, and I think it's fair, especially because dealing with the the lows, but um, focus on the positives. Make the preparations and all the extra hard work that you're doing on your video today, down the line, it'll come back to you. So, good job. Keep up the hard work. Don't give up. That's another thing. Like 5 weeks ago, I was doing like every day and posting videos and shorts and video, and I didn't know what I was doing on both channels. Bam, 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 bam. Right? Machine gun Kelly towards Godzilla the algorithm. So I don't know, maybe that's successful, but I don't think I could keep it up, especially now every video I want to make better than the next. So it's still finding a balance, and it's finding a rhythm that you can keep up, a pace you can keep up. 20-hour days was not feasible for me anymore. I was doing it, I was going to bed, but I had one day that affected that. It was my really bad tech day. It really affected my rhythm, and I still haven't recouped as far as like being on the right sleep cycle. But I'm hoping to get to bed early. I'm not like going to try to force myself to go to sleep a little bit earlier, and that's why I wanted to start with you guys at around 2:30. So thank you for joining me on this. Well, it's a Friday night here. I'm in the Bay Area of Northern California. I'm Evan Linden, a content creator with a vision. I have yet to reach monetization yet. Give a like, subscribe if you made it this far in the video. That way you'll know when the next installment of the diary is coming out. You can check out, this is listed as a public. It's a playlist, the DOCC, Diary of a Content Creator, on this channel, Evan Linden 33. And you can go into that and you can binge all you want, the diaries, and you can get up to speed with me. And then if I do get better and more frequent at going live, you'll be totally in tune with where we're at, and maybe you'll share where you're at in your quest for monetization, and you also finding how YouTube has excited a passion within you for living, or a goal, or something that's grounded you, because you're now got a dream and you're fighting for YouTube, and it's making you something better about you in life. And I think that's what I'm learning today, that through the pits, I'm growing as a person, and I I might have been stagnant in that growth, and then growth is what's fundamental to life. And so to be back in a position where I'm approaching life and how I can better myself and grow my business through YouTube in a world that's getting larger and larger every day, but more and more people aren't social in in the real world, but they're very the computer realm is where they're comfortable. Well, I wasn't comfortable in the computer realm, so forgive me. I'm still figuring out the tools and QuickTime and uploading live and camera orientation and all these things. So I'm getting all these things together. So maybe, like my plan, this is the DOCC 15. So maybe by DOCC 30 or 60, because I've had some experience from the other channels. So count that in my road to over 100 videos, because I am over 100 videos. They're just mostly very short form. So putting out a video a day or more for 2 channels. So yeah, the videos are amassing. This is the DOCC 15. So maybe by DOC 30, 60, maybe there'll be more of you guys out there joining me, and we can really have an open place where we can learn, because the content creators who have already made it and are sharing how they did it, I mean, very grateful to that. And that's the very reason why, watching you as content creators, I felt such an urge to start this channel, and I rushed to get it together, knowing that it's better to have a much, let plant your seeds and let your roots kind of spread before you're just like expecting a tree to grow. So I'm not expecting this tree to grow up yet, but everything I'm putting in this diary is going to be not only the roots for my tree, but it could be the roots for your tree too. So let me sum up. We're going to continue to go live, even though nobody might be watching, because we're building habits and we're getting better at a new type of content that's not a short video or a long video. It's going live, and from live, if it goes into live properly, we can then break that up. And you never know, you might take a clip out of one of your lives and put it in a short accidentally, and then it was the easiest thing you ever created. And I'm talking about that one video I was talking about earlier, and it has 600 views when you were expecting absolutely zero. So could be 615 by now. I don't know. Let's hope, right? So we look at the tiny, tiny, tiny little things, and we call them victories. And then tomorrow we face a new day, and we ask ourselves, how can I just do it a little bit better? What did I learn from yesterday to make today's process better, smoother? Whether it's saving prompts, or remembering to save your data, or figuring out ways to be more efficient each and every day you work, and then hopefully eventually you'll get ahead. So I did plan ahead for this Saturday, and I just decided, because I have other commitments, and one commitment from 10 a.m. to 12. So, but I have to travel there and all that. And then I decided I have no food in my fridge, so I'm gonna go to Costco. So I have to factor that in on a Saturday at Costco, going to the zoo, and I'm going to get some food, and I'm going to pray that, because I made the preparations for my other channel, that I'm not going to stress at it, and it's going to give me the freedom of a few hours where I wasn't worried about creating content or my programming, because I've already done it. I'm 18 hours. I have 18 hours of programming planned, which is easy for that channel, because I mean, I only post like one short a night and one video is kind of my game plan on that channel. And obviously it's more successful than the cat channel. They're just totally different niches. So I'm just trying to share what I do. So um, again, the cat channel is organic. So to see it get 600 views on a 20-second video, that was accidental. I'm really quite pleased with that. The most that channel has ever gotten up to is, I think, one of the videos has like 3,600 videos, and it happened overnight, and I think it happened in Japan. So don't ask me why it caught fire in Japan. So you never know where your video will catch fire. So you should make it accessible in as many languages as you can think of. Um, that's one tip right there that I think if I didn't watch other content creators, I wouldn't even thought of it. I just would have seen it as a layer of work that I'd rather avoid. But now it just makes utmost sense. If you have something that is worthy to be heard, make it available in as many languages as you have time to make it available for. So that's something I've learned. If you're confused how to do that or how to use YouTube's tools that make it possible for you, I can explain it. Give a comment down below, and I'm happy to explain in a private message even, because I learned it and I want to share. Like going into your studio page and going in, it can be very confusing. So it's not just clicking on subtitles. You have to either put your own subtitles and load those and do the timings. And that's something I've learned. Or you can wait. And I think after a certain amount of processing time, YouTube will actually generate subtitles automatically. They just sometimes have a lot of mistakes in it. So you just go in and check. If your content's super long, you can copy their subtitling and then put it in a like ChatGPT, and ChatGPT can check it for punctuation and mistakes, maybe a little bit better, and then you can put that in. But it is work. It's a process, and it's never going to go as fast as you want it to. But once you do it, and you're someone in a different country can now know that they can watch your content and have it be able to read the captions. So who knows? Could be an extra 2.5% of viewership. It could be the difference between monetization. So it's a layer of work. Until I get to monetization, it's a layer of work that I'm going to do regardless. So I'm going to call it, everybody. Okay? I don't know how you found me. You found me. That's Doc from Back to the Future. So thank you for finding me. And we're approaching the new year. If you're watching this for as I release it as a video, it'll be set to go maybe December 27th, I think, if I'm remembering my programming for this channel. So future me, December 27th. Congratulations. This is the DOCC number 15, Diary of a Content Creator. I'm Evan Linden, and I'm so grateful and thankful that you're with me on this journey. Let's get monetized together, and peace out.